Welcome back to our winter adventure learning about prefixes, suffixes, compound words, antonyms, and synonyms. Today we are on lesson 2 of Rudolph's prefix adventure. As we get started, let's review what a prefix is. A prefix is a word part that's added to the beginning of a root or base word that changes its meaning. Read that with me. A prefix is a word part that is added to the beginning of a root or base word that changes its meaning. And of course, I said that word base word again. Let's make sure we remember that too. A base word is a complete standalone word that can have prefixes or suffixes added to it. Read that with me. A base word is a complete standalone word that can have prefixes or suffixes added to it. Now, as a reminder, we are looking at 3 prefixes for this lesson. Our first prefix is un, which means not. What does un mean? Not, that's correct. Our next prefix is re, which means again. And what does re mean? Again. And our last prefix is pre. And what does pre mean? Before, that's correct. Now let's look at an example. An example would be this word, unable. The prefix goes at the beginning of the word, and the base word would be able. He was unable to find his hat. Now we know un means not, so what would unable mean? Not able, that's correct. So un is a prefix that means not. Read that again. Un is a prefix that means not. Let's look at one together just for review. The word is unfair. Unfair means not fair. It is unfair to cheat in a game. Read that with me. Unfair means not fair. It is unfair to cheat in a game. Do you think you can do one by yourself again? Let's try. Un is a prefix that means what? Not is correct. So unlock means not lock. That's correct. So, what would your sentence be with that? Can you think of a sentence with the word unlock? Think about it, write it down, or put it in the comments below. You might use this stem. Dad had to unlock the door to finish the rest of that sentence. The next prefix we're looking at is re. Re is a prefix that means again. Read that with me. Re is a prefix that means again. An example word might be redo. Redo means do again. I had to redo my math problem. Can you read that with me? Redo means do again. I had to redo my math problem. Because re means again, redo meant do again. Now try one by yourself. Re is a prefix that means blank. What does re mean? Again is correct. And reheat means what? Heat again. That's correct. So can you think of a sentence with the word reheat? Think of it, write it down, or put it in the comments below. You might say, she had to reheat her soup because, and you can finish that sentence. And our third prefix is pre. Pre is a prefix that means before. Read that with me. Pre is a prefix that means before. A sample word would be pretest. Pretest means test before because pre means before. We took a pretest before the lesson. We took the test before it. Read that with me. Pretest means test before. We took a pretest before the lesson. Now you try one. Pre is a prefix that means before. That's correct. And what would preheat mean? Heat before. Can you think of a sentence for the word preheat? Think of it, write it down, or put it in the comments below. Mom will preheat the oven before. You can use that sentence. Now, you will be asked to take a quiz on this later this year. I want to give us some questions that look like the ones you might get. These are not the questions on the test. Read the sentence. It is unkind to call someone a name. Read that with me. It is unkind to call someone a name. What does the word unkind mean? Kind again? Not kind? Kind before? Kind sometimes. If you said not kind, you are correct because it is not kind to call someone a name. Let's look at another question type. Read the following sentence. After the rain, they will unbuild the sandcastle. What change should be made to the sentence? Should we change will to gonna, change unbuild to rebuild, or change after to before? What would make sense? We would change unbuild to rebuild because after the rain messed it up, they had to rebuild it. Read that sentence with me. After the rain, they will rebuild the sandcastle. And one more practice question. Read the sentence. We will prepay for our lunch. What does the word prepay mean? Pay again? Not pay? Pay before? Or pay after? If you said pay before, you're correct. So we have to pay for it before we get it. Read that with me one more time. We will prepay for our lunch. Now, let's review our three prefixes. Un, re, and pre. What does un mean? Not. And what does re mean? Again, that's right. And what does pre mean? Before. Thank you for staying to the end of the lesson. We're going to continue on this winter adventure to make sure we are ready and the time comes.